Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Gettys Federal Savings and Loan and Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome back and welcome in. You've got The Local Show with Tom and Steve, two guys who had nothing to do on Saturdays and Sundays and decided to have a radio show.
We torture people on the airwaves, Tom.
No, actually, I was talking to a couple of people and they said, love your show. And I said, really? And they said, yeah, you specifically, not Steve. And I said, oh, thank you. Actually, they were talking about why we did the show, and it's really cool to listen to all these local businesses. And I said, yeah, that it really was all Steve's idea in terms of before the pandemic. And it was just starting to happen. And you said, hey, how can we champion local business? And this is what came out of it.
Well, I've shared the story before. I didn't want to do this. I wanted you to do this.
I know you did.
Because you are, you're an audio engineer professional in that space, and I'm Steve. Business-minded, marketing-minded.
Yeah.
Certainly, I've had a camera in my hand since I was 12. But
right.
But really, there's zero chance this thing has a life without you. And wanting to do that, and then you saying, I'm not doing it without you. I think was that the exact quote?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not doing it without you. And I'm like,
if I was going to take off my weekends, you were going to take off yours.
So it started 4 years ago, and someone asked recently, do you run out of businesses? And the answer is no.
No. Businesses pop out of everywhere.
There's so many stories to be told, and certainly we have some people back and they tell the story and people get to know more.
Right.
But we haven't. So if you have a business and you're not boring, drop us an email.
Yes.
You can drop it to me, steve@zoeyadvertising.com, and
easy enough.
Have a chat.
That's my favorite part of the day when a bunch of solicitors solicit me by email, and I get to say, I'm not the principal owner. I said, talk to Steve. And I push them off to you. So every Tom, Dick, and Harry selling something goes to you.
Yeah, we get some of that too. But that's okay. They still have a story to tell.
It's fun. All right. Michael Graham is with us right now. Michael C. Graham and Son Construction. How are you, Michael?
Good. How you guys doing?
Very good, my friend. I've seen your trucks and your name around everywhere. What side of town are you from?
I grew up in Liverpool. But my father did it before me. I'm technically the son on there, but I'm Mike Graham Jr.
Okay, gotcha.
And we do everything local CNY, pretty much an hour radius from Syracuse.
So I see your trucks around Cicero a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You're up in that area.
Yep.
So what's your background? Did Dad just drag you into the business, or did you go to school for it, or what?
Both.
Yes. No, that's a yes.
It was a punishment. It was a side job. It was a summer job. Growing up. Summers, weekends type of thing. And then I went to OCC after graduating Liverpool High School.
Okay.
And I got into business administration. And then I kind of just jumped back into the business and did it that way. But he brought me up from the bottom, from cleaning the ground to putting every shingle in. I earned my keep.
Sure. Is roofing your specialty, or do you guys do general construction as well?
We do pretty much everything residential exterior, but roofing is the bread and butter. We do more roofing than anything. But we do a lot of siding, windows, doors, decks, stuff like that too.
Well, there's a lot of roofing companies. It seems like there's a lot of roofing companies. So how does anybody differentiate?
So I am big on, obviously, my father's name before me. I got to carry that great name that he started. Mm-hmm. Quality is where that comes in.
Sure.
I try to offer the highest quality at the best price. I want to give the best roof I can give to you, but I'm not going to retire when I do your job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Right. So I try to be competitive, but I also try to make sure that, the quality is there. There's a lot of guys that can put on a roof. My father used to say a monkey could put on a roof, but
Tom did his own. No, just kidding. He didn't.
I don't know that everybody can do that. I'm afraid of heights. I can't walk a roof like that.
Like I said, so I'm what's called a master elite through GAF. GAF is the shingle company I like to use. When you're a master elite, they make you check all the boxes. They make sure you're doing a good job. They come on site. They look at your work.
Oh, wow.
Okay. They will not sign off and say you're a master elite unless you are what you say you are.
Let me ask you. Well, let me ask this first, Steve. Roofers, in order to comply with OSHA, shouldn't you have a strap on and everything?
100%. Yeah. Anything. Okay. I think the new code is 6 feet off the ground. Anything 6 feet off the ground, you're supposed to be harnessed.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because I've seen some roofers out there.
Yeah.
Okay, around my neighborhood, these guys are smoking cigarettes, just walking back and forth with nothing on. That's not cool.
I mean, back in the day, cool. My father's age. I mean, I will tell you straight up. I mean, it was the Wild West out there.
Sure.
But now, no, safety is another big thing that we're big on.
Right.
I mean, you gotta. I mean, you're up there working. Accidents happen. I've seen some things. You gotta do everything the right way.
So, other than this fine hat you brought me, this looks a whole lot like a roof shingle. Is this a roof shingle?
It is technically. So that is a solar roof shingle. It integrates with it. It's nailed to the roof just like a shingle would be, but that's going to generate power. That's going to power your house.
Wow,
that's good. So I can put a solar roof on if maybe it's time to replace the roof.
The roof in general,
and I got to think that I can't be buried in trees, and there's certain roofs that would be more
absolutely
would work, right? So I replace it with so this is solar power. So just the shingles can power my house.
That's our goal anyway. So like if you want to go solar, that's big right now. That's what we're pushing right now. It's an amazing product. We'll do a shading tool on your house. So we're going to see how much sunlight you get.
Oh, okay.
We're also going to we're going to grab your power bill. We're going to figure out how much output you need, because it's not like we're just going to slap a system on your house, right? Like we want to be able to, our goal is to be able to offset you by 100%.
Yeah.
So we want to see if you have the spots, or we can do everything you have to be a good candidate. I'm not just going to sell anybody solar and promise them something that's not.
So it costs a little more, obviously, but the ROI on it
is way better.
Right.
Is way better.
And get this, Steve, you can make the government happy.
Well, my goal is to make the government. And that's what your goal is. My goal, when I wake up in the morning, I want to make the government happy. So it's obviously clean energy. It's right there and everything. Yes. So if someone is thinking about getting a roof, they should consider, maybe it's not a fit for everyone, like you said, depending on the facing of the roof. But I didn't know there really was something that was. I just picture solar panels, and I think solar
brackets and things. All that.
So it's all integrated through GAF, that company I was telling you about earlier. It's their Timberline solar shingle, and when everything's all said and done, it comes with a 25-year solar max warranty. So the whole roof now is one piece, and you're not getting two different things, and you're getting a 25-year solar max warranty. Not only that, there is that 30% tax incentive at the end of the year that the government is going to kick you back towards your project.
Okay, so 30%, that's a big deal.
Yeah, no, it is. It's definitely. And then
because I don't get that on a regular roof.
Anybody that's going to live in a house, let's say if you plan to be there 10 years or more, you know what I mean? Because it's going to pay for itself in roughly 10 years.
And then my electric bill goes poof-ish.
That's the goal. So what I tell everybody too is like how we've been factoring it in is that you finance the system because it's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
Right. But whatever you were paying towards your power bill, pay that towards your loan. You also get a green loan, which is going to be a cheaper, interest rate.
Cheaper interest. Yeah, sure.
And then normally 7 to 12 years, this system's going to pay itself off, and then you have all the rest of that warranty where it's just gaining you money.
Spectacular.
Yeah. So Michael Graham, right there.
So a roof isn't a roof, Tom.
That's right. Michael C. Graham and Son Construction, and of course the website michaelcgrahamandson.com.
There we go.
michaelcgrahamandson.com. Integrity right there, and that's important too. So give them a call. And is it the 383-8035?
That's my cell phone number. Anybody can call me that anytime they want. But the number to call the office to schedule an appointment is 315-457-ROOF, which is 7663.
What a coincidence.
Yeah.
315-457-ROOF.
Excellent. Michael Graham right there. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you guys a lot. I appreciate it.
Okay. Tammy Palmer's coming up next, Public Information Officer at Okra. Not the kind you eat, the other kind. Right here on The Local Show on 570 WSYR.